All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Emelia Showdown. We're gonna get started here right as these runners finish up their practice. This is going to be Ganordan versus LemonB0b. This is the small final. So these runners are competing for third place. This is, of course, a best of 3 matchup. Yeah. Right now we're just waiting on Ganordan to wrap up his practice here. All right. He should be ready to go now. All right. Appears that everyone is ready. Let me just confirm with them that they're ready. Sweet. All right. So, our small final, match 1, will begin in 3, 2, 1, go! All right. Both runners are on their way. Let me remind chat that for this grand final, we are running some predictions. Just to see, like, who you think would win. Nothing special. I don't know what LemonB0b is doing there, but he's doing something. Appears to me that LemonB0b has some faster load times. Which I did not realize. That is on me. I'll just do that for now. There we go. All right, both runners are just about done with this cutscene. This cutscene is pretty long. It's like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, maybe even 4. I don't remember how long this cutscene is on the American version. I just know it's like a minute or 2 on the Japanese version. They are just about there. Right, it looks like LemonB0b is going to be the... Maybe Ganordan's going to be the first runner to make it over. Nope, Ganordan's going to be the first to start us off here. Let's see how he gets in pipes. Ganordan taking an early lead in pipes because LemonB0b gets an unfortunate slime. LemonB0b's going to lose even more time here because Ganordan always goes for the risky left locker strategy, whereas LemonB0b goes for the much safer but much slower right locker strategy. Making a quick save here because these next few dodges can be a little tricky, especially if you're not prepared. Gets the safe dodge, gets past the gecko. LemonB0b getting very, very lucky with that gecko. And getting the risky dodge. Ganordan makes it past the birds this time. So does LemonB0b. LemonB0b making a safety quick save just in case he fails. There it is. Both runners getting an encounter. Very unfortunate. Ganordan going back to the quick save that he made all the way back in the trash chute. Very unfortunate. Whereas LemonB0b here is going to take yet another lead. Taking his time through the laser maze. Getting another encounter as he misses the ladder. Ladders are very, very slippery in this game. Ganordan going for the safe dodge, just to be safe. You can never be too safe in a marathon setting. LemonB0b again taking his time. Almost missing the ladder again, but gets it second time around. Ganordan, though, still right on his tail. Runners are going to be basically tied going into Nidhegg here. Ganordan foregoing a quick save. Bold move. That has failed him in previous matches. Runners now essentially synced because LemonB0b has faster mashing skills. Ganordan having Annie outspeed Liza in an unfortunate turn of events, he will be taking an extra turn in this Nidhegg fight. Whereas LemonB0b getting the first combo. 2 in a row for LemonB0b, 1 for Ganordan. Another level 2 combo for both runners. LemonB0b is just about done with this fight, whereas Ganordan is only about halfway through. Because again, he missed that level 1 combo on the first turn. And Liza going down for Ganordan. Ganordan may have to retry this fight. LemonB0b, though, getting by Nidhegg first try in a perfect series of events. Ganordan, though, isn't looking too good right now. He may need to try this fight again if anyone goes down. Yep. There it is. Unfortunate series of events for Ganordan. I believe this is the second or third time this tournament that this has happened. Ganordan kind of shaken up after that loss to Nidhegg, catching him off guard, whereas LemonB0b's feeling pretty good right now, moving on to the Kurong Sewers. Let's see how Ganordan fares as we switch our audio on over to LemonB0b. Let's see how Ganordan fares here. I've told LemonB0b to crank up his audio. There we go. Let's see how Ganordan fares against his second try at Nidhegg. Gets the level 2 combo this time on turn 1, so he's starting to look better this time around. Things could still obviously go wrong, but so far, so good. Second turn in a row. LemonB0b now entering his first round of training. Ganordan's doing much better this second time around. He does have a chance to catch up to LemonB0b later on in this run, because Ganordan's late game is very, very consistent compared to LemonB0b's late game. Although LemonB0b did take a surprise upset win against Ganordan in the F match yesterday, so anything can happen. LemonB0b making it through the sewers slowly but surely. Ganordan now out of despair after a second try Nidhegg fight. LemonB0b is now going to his second round of training as he prepares to skip line in Shingro, which is where things can either go incredibly right or incredibly wrong. So Ganordan's not quite out of the woods yet. There's still several RNG points that can bring him back into the lead. LemonB0b missing the weird hitbox for that door. Not his fault, that hitbox is just in a really, really stupid spot. LemonB0b now out of training and on his way to Shingro. Let's see how he fares against this line skip. He's been getting it pretty consistently, so I expect him to also get it first try this time around. Hopefully the pro one, too. LemonB0b almost missing his chance to skip line, gets it the second time around. Ganordan now getting ready to enter the sewers as LemonB0b sees if he'll be losing a minute or be on pace. He will not be losing a minute. He will be on pace to hopefully win this first match. Excuse me. LemonB0b now on his way to the yellow fighter dodges. Making a safety quick save. Ganordan making it through the sewers with the pro dodge. Finally getting the dodge after failing it, unfortunately, yesterday. LemonB0b goes for the safe dodge, gets it. Makes a quick save here. Gets the pro dodge. And is now fighting the goblin. Ganordan now on his way to his second round of training. Let's see how LemonB0b does. Gets the level 2 combo. LemonB0b will most likely be taking this fight in one turn. Even if every enemy outspeeds Rufus. LemonB0b gets the legendary one turn. He is on the run of his life. Ganordan's not all that far behind though. Ganordan is now entering Shingro. LemonB0b just holding O through that end sequence, which is slower than mashing, but gets the job done. LemonB0b feeling pretty good about himself. Maybe even feeling a bit nervous as he is light years ahead of Ganordan right now. Now heading into his third round of training as Ganordan prepares to skip line. Ganordan running into Liza twice. Ganordan gets the dodge. Very, very quickly. Let's see what enemy he gets in the arena. He gets the Knight, actually getting better RNG than LemonB0b. Now LemonB0b is entering Baccarat. This is where Ganordan could gain some ground over LemonB0b. LemonB0b vibing out to this absolute banger of a track by Kenji Ito. Speaking of, Kenji Ito will be doing a anniversary concert next weekend. So if you haven't purchased tickets for that, do it now before it's too late. Let's see how Ganordan fares. Misses the pro dodge. He will be taking this encounter, as it's just one yellow fighter. LemonB0b now entering the Baccarat Caves, missing the ladder. This ladder is especially slippery. I missed it in my world record run. Making a safety quick save. Gets past the first enemies. Tries to gun it past the fairy. Fails to realize that fairies don't follow the laws of logic. And they will just move wherever they want. They'll either be a heat-seeking missile or run away in fear, depending on how they feel. Ganordan gets the pro second dodge after failing the first one. Although it didn't really matter, as LemonB0b also got an extra encounter. LemonB0b doesn't quite get the bird dodge. Shrugs his arms like, whatever. He will now be attempting to just take this encounter. This is the kind of mistake that Ganordan was hoping that LemonB0b would make. Suddenly this race is just a little bit closer. He will not be getting a one-turn goblin fight though, so not quite as much ground as Ganordan would have hoped. Although he's probably not surprised by getting a two-turn goblin fight, as that's pretty normal. That's pretty average for this route. It's the level 2 combo the second time around. Let's see how LemonB0b fares against the bird this time. Gets it the second time around. See how he fares against the fairy. This time lures the fairy and expertly dances around the pillbug, something that only the ballsiest of runners would go for. I'm not even that ballsy. Klops isn't even that ballsy. Clutchin might be that ballsy. Songo might be that ballsy. Would Songo be that ballsy? I don't know. Point is, not a lot of runners are that ballsy. So the fact that he went for that and got it is very, very impressive. Now Ganordan is on his way to Baccarat. Let's see how things are starting to stack up. Ganordan needs LemonB0b to either make some pretty costly mistakes, as he is about 2, maybe 3 minutes behind LemonB0b, or for Ganordan to just get absolutely perfect, immaculate RNG and movement in order to win this first match. It is a best of 3, so Ganordan's not out of this if LemonB0b takes the win here, but there is a chance. See how Ganordan fares with his Baccarat dodges, as LemonB0b is now getting ready to enter Trinity Base for the first time. Ganordan doing the pro movement, staying very, very tight to those railings. Hits the ladder the first time. Will he hit it the second time? Decides to line himself up first before he makes a safety quick save. Hesitates a bit, but gets it, as the pillbug was in a favorable position to hesitate there. Let's see how he does against the bird here. Tries to go for the pro movement, but decides to go for slightly safer movement by moving slightly more to the right before going down the ladder. Gets it. Let's see how he fares on the return trip as LemonB0b gets ready to take on the Razorback. Ganordan almost reacting too late to the bird's position. Gets it. Ganordan going for some expert movement here. Gets it. Absolutely perfect from Ganordan. LemonB0b gets the great RNG from the Razorback encounter, getting only the Razorback. Almost forgetting that he has to use Phantasm Shot instead of Flash Flood. And now Ganordan is preparing to enter Trinity Base for the first time as well. Now let's see how LemonB0b fares here against the Zosma dodge. LemonB0b failing the bird dodge, failing to realize that you just hold left, and then when the bird starts moving, you press down. It's a lot simpler than he thought it was. He will be clearing out this encounter fairly quickly, though. He's still giving up some extra ground to Ganordan, as Ganordan is suddenly only probably 2 minutes behind, which is ground that can be made up very, very quickly here. LemonB0b will be going for pro movement here. Gets it. Very, very impressive from LemonB0b. LemonB0b is the only runner that I know of that goes for that movement. I don't even go for that movement because I didn't even know it existed. He discovered that movement, to my knowledge. Setting up his party early here, as this next dodge is a little sketchy. Almost gets very, very unfortunate RNG, but the Gecko was just barely in the correct position. He was just barely right far enough to be in a good position. LemonB0b getting absolutely terrible RNG here. Hopefully he realizes that he can use Flash Flood. He's not going to be using Flash Flood. Very unfortunate. Level 2 combo coming out from the Killer Wasp and the Wasp mech onto White Rose. White Rose going down. LemonB0b choosing not to quick save before this encounter, so he will just be taking this on, giving Ganordan even more room to work with. Suddenly LemonB0b is only maybe a minute behind now. Suddenly Ganordan is back in this race. LemonB0b failing the next bird dodge, accidentally holding down and right instead of just right, giving Ganordan even more room to catch up here. Commentator has told LemonB0b that next time that happens in the Wasp mech fight, that he should just use Flash Flood. Ganordan getting an encounter of his own. So suddenly doesn't quite have the legroom that he was hoping. Let's see how Ganordan fares against his Zosma dodge. He will be going for a different strategy that's arguably a little harder. Ganordan getting stuck and almost running into these birds here. He will have to move very, very quickly to dodge this bird. Does so, and gets by. Whereas LemonB0b here is now entering Luminous. Let's see how he fares against his first ombo of the day. Ganordan not getting good RNG with the placement of that Gecko. We'll have to loop around to the right. Ganordan getting a much better RNG than LemonB0b here, saving even more time. And basically also nullifying the failed encounter that he got earlier. So he's saving probably just about the same amount of time. Never mind getting an unfortunate miss on the Wasp mech and not killing it. Wow, that's impressive. So he will be not saving the amount of time that he would have hoped. LemonB0b narrowly dodging these enemies here as they give him not the spawns that he would be hoping for. Let's see how he fares in the Shadow Room. He gets by just fine. Ganordan now leaving Trinity Base 1 with only a couple scratches. Less scratches than LemonB0b, that's for sure. So he still has overall gained a bit more time, but not as much time as he would have hoped. He probably gained maybe, I don't know, 30 seconds. He did gold Baccarat, however. I didn't even pay attention to his splits. He golded Baccarat. LemonB0b now out of Luminous. And he will be moving on to Shrike as soon as he buys some stuff in Kyo. Making a safety quick save just in case. You can never be too safe. With quick saves you can be, but, you know. As LemonB0b leaves Luminous, Ganordan enters. Gets the pro movement there. It's actually faster to go above that pillar instead of holding right and then flicking up to the mage here. It's faster by like maybe a second or two. LemonB0b now on his way to Shrike. Amulets in hand, extra magic stone in hand. Ganordan finding silence as LemonB0b is now entering Say's tomb. Let's see how Ganordan fares against these dodges. Very, very unfortunate there. Ganordan will just be taking this encounter. Which means he will probably also have to take a second turn here on his shadow fight. Gets a second encounter here. These encounter dodges are particularly difficult. He will just be taking this encounter. Not the smartest move in my opinion. I would just retry at this point. It's more worth it to just retry this than to try again, because now he might even have to take a third turn at the shadow fight. LemonB0b gets the safe dodge for the fairy, finishing up his equip. Let's see how he fares against his Murakumo fight. Ganordan now out of the encounter dodges and onto the shadow. Ooh, scary level 2 going out onto Silence. Silence going down. This is the kind of leeway that Ganordan needs to make up the time that he just lost here in Omble. Let's see how LemonB0b fares against the second try around as Ganordan heads into his now 2 turns longer shadow fight. Probably even just 1 turn. This does happen if you take any extra encounters in Omble here. Your shadow will gain extra HP. defeats it second turn. LemonB0b getting the Murakumo second time around, no difficulties. Now on his way to the Mizukagami, making a quick save just in case this dodge fails him. Going to be taking the encounter. Never mind, he will not. What happened there is he tried to lure the Pillbug there, and he didn't realize that there was a obstacle in his way. Ganordan now out of Omble, as LemonB0b gets the dodge the second time around and moves on to the Mizukagami. Let's see how turn 2 goes here. Turn 1 usually always goes well. Silence taking a lot of damage, but it doesn't matter at this point as Silence now has the absorb that he needs. LemonB0b getting the Mizukagami first try, as Ganordan is now on his way into Sei's tomb. Probably 3 minutes behind LemonB0b now. I believe LemonB0b is on PB pace at this point. Making a safety quick save just in case these encounter dodges fail him and he gets poor RNG with encounters. Gets by just fine though. Almost forgetting where to go here. And now LemonB0b is on his way to Omi to take on the Devil Squids. Now this is where Ganordan could catch up here. If he gets better RNG than LemonB0b, and LemonB0b gets just the worst RNG ever, Ganordan could catch up here and bring this race back to neck and neck. Let's see how he fares against his first set of skeletons though for the Murakumo. LemonB0b taking some time to talk to the NPCs here, flexing on how much he is ahead. Ganordan, though, getting the Murakumo first try. LemonB0b hesitating a bit to get past this Pillbug, and it doesn't work in his favor. With that dodge, you cannot hesitate, or else you will probably fail it. Ganordan now on his way to the Mizukagami with better dodging than LemonB0b. LemonB0b failing to move out of the way of the bird in time. He will be taking this encounter. He can't afford it. He has enough WP to afford it. He will just be using Blade. Forgetting that he does not have Flash Flood, as A, White Rose is not in the party, and B, even if she was, she has given up her light magic. LemonB0b just deciding to reset, failing to realize that he no longer has Flash Flood. Fails it a second time around. Whereas Ganordan here, starting to bring this race even closer. He's probably only a minute behind at this point. LemonB0b again failing to realize that Flash Flood is light magic, which he gave up when he bought Hide Behind. LemonB0b absolutely melting down here in Lord's Manor. Whereas Ganordan here has brought this race back to being neck and neck. LemonB0b here needs a miracle to stay ahead now. LemonB0b not getting the dodge again. Only gets one enemy, so he will be taking this encounter, but Ganordan will probably pull ahead at this point. just deciding to use Blade. Ganordan failing the fast dodge, but gets a safer dodge anyways. Gets unfortunate placement with the Gecko there. Geckos are very, very tricky to dodge if you don't know how they work. And even if you do know how they work, they just sneak up on you. He will be taking this encounter though, so not saving as much time as he would hope. LemonB0b now pulling ahead. LemonB0b forgetting what to do. Remembering now. And now suddenly this race is neck and neck after LemonB0b just forgets what to do. So Ganordan will most likely be pulling ahead here out of Lord's Manor. Ganordan also getting a first try Devil Squid here. This Devil Squid usually goes well, it rarely ever fails. But when it does, it sucks. LemonB0b now onto his second Devil Squid as Ganordan gets Misarthim. LemonB0b not quick saving. Realizing that he forgot to quick save, so if he fails this, Ganordan will be taking a pretty impressive lead. LemonB0b failing and losing the absolutely massive lead he had before. LemonB0b now should have he does. So Ganordan is now officially in the lead in this first heat of the small final. Failing it for a second time. Again, LemonB0b starting to catch up here. This is the kind of groundwork that he needed to catch back up after those unfortunate series of mistakes. Commentator fixing his mic, doesn't know how long it's been out, but it is back. Both LemonB0b and Ganordan are now leaving Lord's Manor. Ganordan slightly ahead, just due to better RNG, and LemonB0b making an unfortunate series of mistakes. Only 10 seconds? Good. Okay. Cool. Thank you, chat, for confirming to Commentator that Commentator is, in fact, technologically competent. Ganordan is now in go mode, but so is LemonB0b. LemonB0b does have a chance to gain back the ground that he lost. Horn-Fed Metal bringing up a good point, saying that chat could be trolling. Chat is known to troll, so Commentator is now suddenly confused, and also hoping that chat is telling the truth, as they always do. See how Ganordan fares against these dodges. The unique thing about Trinity Base 2 is you only have Emelia in the party. So if you fail any of these dodges, you do have to revert back to a quick save. Both runners entering at just about the same time. This race is very neck and neck. Ganordan getting the safety dodge, which is usually the dodge that most runners go for. The only runners that I have seen go for the risky dodge there are LemonB0b and Alta. LemonB0b also gets the safe dodge. Ganordan making it out of the first series of dodges cleanly. So does LemonB0b, though. Considering the fact that LemonB0b does mash faster than Ganordan here, LemonB0b could bring this back to basically a tie. Let's see how he does. Very, very intense race so far. Ganordan still ahead out of this cutscene. Let's see how Ganordan fares against his Liza Rufus dodge. LemonB0b, though, not too far behind. So if Ganordan does fail this dodge, LemonB0b will be bringing this back to a tie. Gets it first try. See how LemonB0b fares. LemonB0b failing it, but getting the better of the two to talk to. Liza has shorter dialogue there. So if you run into Liza, it's only a couple of seconds of time loss. LemonB0b almost failing the dodge there, getting stuck. Leaves just fine, though. Ganordan still ahead by maybe 10 seconds. 5 seconds? Closer to 5 seconds. Ganordan and LemonB0b are now entering Forsaken Chapel. Let's see how they fare. Ganordan making sure that he is for sure safe. Just barely getting the safe dodge there against the boar. LemonB0b failing the boar dodge, though. Ganordan pulling even further ahead. LemonB0b will be trying that dodge again. Failing to press down on time. LemonB0b putting his hands up in the air saying, "What the heck, dude?" LemonB0b just resetting, not knowing what to do there. Commentator will be telling LemonB0b what to do there as Ganordan gets the safe dodge for the geckos. Gets the dodge the third time around, as Ganordan is now on his way to Diva. Let's see if LemonB0b remembers this time to use the Mystic Glove. He does remember. In his new personal best that he got in the F match, he accidentally used Blade, almost costing him the Diva fight, and also costing him a sub 50. LemonB0b, though, still on PB pace as Ganordan now enters the Diva fight. LemonB0b getting the safe dodge. A slightly riskier version of it, at least. Making a safety quick save for this next dodge. Gets it. Folks, we are neck and neck entering the Diva fight. Anything can happen. LemonB0b doing the equip early here. taking his time to read his notes, making sure that he doesn't mess up here. As Ganordan now confronts D.Va in our first match here in the Emelia Showdown small final. Ganordan missing his emulator's manip to get the level 3 combo. Death Gaze going off on silence. Very unfortunate. Will be missing out on extra damage this turn, only dealing 1,500. LemonB0b, though, not too far behind Ganordan, now entering his own D.Va fight. Ganordan losing access to Mesarthim. Folks, this race just got a lot more interesting. Ganordan will be instead choosing to revive Silence, hoping that Mesarthim dies this turn. Odds are she will not, as Mesarthim usually survives Retribution here. Not White Rose. Emelia should be the only person to go down. As LemonB0b is suddenly in a position to take this race. D.Va now entering the aggressive phase. Ganordan debating on whether or not he should heal. Now he's just praying that D.Va will target Mesarthim as LemonB0b gets his level 2 combo. Not happening for Ganordan. Although Ganordan is in luck, Majin Rampage going off on Mesarthim. Mesarthim will be going down. So Ganordan suddenly has a chance here. Level 2 combo. LemonB0b not getting so lucky on his second turn. Stun Gaze going off on White Rose. Very, very unfortunate. Not the end of the world, but unfortunate. Silence going down for Ganordan. Silence losing even more LP. LemonB0b, however, getting a level 3 combo here. Emelia losing more and more LP, getting even closer to killing this run for Ganordan. White Rose getting dangerously close. Retribution going off. White Rose will be going down for LemonB0b in a somewhat fortunate turn of events here. Hide behind missing. White Rose does not go down for LemonB0b. That is unfortunate. Life Rain going off for Ganordan. Commentator unsure how much HP D.Va has on both runners' ends, as it is very, very hard to keep track of 2 fights at the same time. LemonB0b getting a level 3 combo, dealing big damage. LemonB0b suddenly in a position to take this race as Ganordan is just getting absolutely destroyed by RNG here. Ganordan now out of WP. Looks like LemonB0b might take this race. White Rose still paralyzed for LemonB0b. She will be coming out of it soon. Level 2 combo for LemonB0b. Hide behind not working for Ganordan. Hitting, which means something else happened. Ganordan getting desperate to deal the damage that he needs. White Rose going down. Unfortunately, LemonB0b has now lost access to his healers. This race just got a lot riskier. Emelia going down. Ganordan just trying to deal as much damage as possible with the Mystic Glove before the rest of his party goes down. LemonB0b doing the same, although Ganordan is probably closer to victory than LemonB0b. LemonB0b defeating D.Va and getting his second PB of this event. Ganordan getting wrecked by Retribution here. Let's see if he can pull this fight out. LemonB0b will most likely be getting his very, very first sub 50, or at least a very low 50. Ganordan still no end in sight for this diva fight. Silence getting dangerously low to death. Ganordan might just lose this fight. LemonB0b feeling pretty good about himself here. Silence going down for Ganordan. Things starting to look very, very hopeless. Still no end in sight for Ganordan. He will just be spamming Mystic Glove as much as he possibly can. Zosma going down. Unfortunately, Ganordan not being able to complete this fight, giving LemonB0b the first win of this small final. Let's switch our audio on over to LemonB0b. LemonB0b finishing with a 49-46. Brand new PB for LemonB0b and his first sub 50 in this category. LemonB0b feeling pretty good about himself. Ganordan offering congratulations in the Discord server. Congrats to LemonB0b on his first win here. So, let's get ready to start this second match here. This is a best of 3 match. So LemonB0b now in a favorable position to win this small final. Ganordan, though, could bring it back. He has to win 2 matches in a row to do it, to get 3rd place here. LemonB0b's gameplay going down. He will be needing to do some debugging here. We will switch our audio over to Ganordan while he does that. LemonB0b having some technical difficulties with his capture device. This has been a known issue for him, unfortunately, happening in the middle of this tournament. Flashing on for a split second, then going back down. Coming back on and going down again. Coming back on, going back down. It's a game of hide and seek here. Who can find the gameplay? Gets it? LemonB0b waiting to see if it'll go back down. Doesn't come back on his monitor, assumedly. So still debugging. Comes back on. Not coming on his monitor. He will be trying to debug his monitor this time. All right, folks, as LemonB0b does this debugging session, we will move over to a technical difficulty screen as he sorts this out. We will be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere.
It's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet, to go over everything. They say the time's supposed to heal ya, but I ain't done much healing. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I'd forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between
Welcome back to the Emelia Showdown. We are back again. LemonB0b sorting out his capture card issues. He was having issues with sound coming into his headphones. So, we are back. We are ready to go. All right. I'm going to count us down here. 3, 2, 1, go. Ganordan. Not feeling so good after that last race. Having some unfortunate RNG moments that cost him the win there. LemonB0b, though, sitting high and mighty, not only with his first win of this small final, but with a brand new PB of 49.46. So LemonB0b feeling pretty good about himself heading into this second match. This is also game point for LemonB0b. Ganordan is probably not feeling all too great after that last match. He's probably going to be playing this second match a lot safer, making more quick saves and making sure that if he does get unfortunate RNG, he's not going to lose 5 million years. His audio cutting out for a split second. Unless I'm just wearing my earbuds wrong. Could also just be his emulator, I don't know. LemonB0b, though, still feeling pretty good, and he has more room to PB. He made some very, very large mistakes that he could rectify in this next run to get him a sub 48, maybe even a 47 or a 46, which would move him up a couple places on the leaderboard. He is currently in 36th place. He would need to get a 46-28 or better in this race to move up to 35th. Which is entirely possible for LemonB0b. He just needs to clean up the mistakes that he made. And also remember that he doesn't have Flash Flood anymore once he hits Kyo. LemonB0b will be the first to enter the sewers here. I'm going to keep the audio on Ganordan, though, because I expect Ganordan to make it through the sewers sooner. Ganordan making a safety quick save. LemonB0b accidentally exiting the sewers, getting 2 slimes as punishment. Ganordan will be taking an early lead here. And he will be widening that lead further as he goes for the left locker. LemonB0b will be taking the right locker as a safety precaution, which does lose him like another 20 seconds. 15, 20 seconds. I don't remember the exact time differential there. Getting the safe dodge for Ganordan. LemonB0b not letting go of left. Either there's something wrong with his controller or something wrong with his fingers lagging behind his brain. LemonB0b will be reverting back to a quick save that he made all the way back at the beginning of Despair, so he will be losing even more time. Ganordan taking an early lead, even though he takes an encounter here. Decides to take it, which is a risky move, as these hedgehogs are pretty beefy. Decides to target the hedgehog first. Pretty smart move. Emelia going down. Hedgehog still not going down for Ganordan. Ganordan may need to revert back to a quick save. Never mind, he doesn't. LemonB0b not getting good bird RNG here. We'll be trying that again. Hopefully he made a quick save in a better spot this time. Ganordan still in the lead despite these small mistakes. LemonB0b does have a quick save in a good spot this time. LemonB0b suddenly not too far behind from Ganordan, even though LemonB0b did make an unfortunate mistake by not quick saving often. LemonB0b now attempting to do this equip quickly. Decides to go for the safe equip, which is the smart play in this setting. Still wants to try to maintain his lead here. Ganordan now entering the Nidhegg fight. Gets the level 2 combo to start off. Better than his last match. So he starting to feel pretty good about himself here with his second Nidhegg try. Gets it again. LemonB0b not getting a level 2 combo to start. Annie deciding to Spark Smash. Very, very common Spark for Annie as it has a low Spark difficulty. LemonB0b not getting it for the second time in a row. Annie deciding to Spark Swallow Swing. LemonB0b sparking lots of moves, but not dealing lots of damage as Ganordan sparks a move of his own. LemonB0b starting to be fearful here. Almost out of ammo on the Light Bazooka. Liza going down for Ganordan. Looks like we might be seeing a retry on both sides of this fight. LemonB0b finally finding level 2 combo. Ganordan, though, got enough damage off before Liza went down for Annie to finish the job. So Ganordan will be pulling ahead here. LemonB0b getting a level 2 combo with Air Throw, which is a lot harder than it looks since Air Throw has some good moves to derive. Liza sparking Deflect. Very, very good spark to have. And possibly keeping LemonB0b in this race. Nidhegg finally going down for LemonB0b as Ganordan pulls ahead. All right. So the kind of groundwork that LemonB0b needs to make this time back is for Ganordan to either get bad RNG or make some mistakes, and for LemonB0b to either get great RNG or not make the same mistakes as Ganordan does. Which, unfortunately, is not very likely, as Ganordan is a pretty consistent runner when he's on fire with his dodges. Especially right now, since Ganordan is looking for a win to keep himself in this small final and potentially win 3rd place. Ganordan now entering his first round of training. The Kurong Sewers is where things could start to look up for LemonB0b. It depends on if Ganordan fails this next dodge or not. It also depends on if LemonB0b will fail the next dodge or not. Let's see what happens. Ganordan getting it. LemonB0b not feeling too good anymore. Ganordan now feeling better about this second match here. Starting to look to be in a favorable position. Let's see how LemonB0b fares in his sewers. Getting the safe dodge. First try. Still losing time overall to Ganordan. Saves it there, though. Goes for the faster backstreets movement. Which is to simply just pause for like half a second and then go. gives a little kiss to Common Mech before going back into the restaurant here. Whereas Ganordan now preparing to enter Shingro. Commentator yawning on the mic. Still tired after yesterday's matches. Commentator was live for 10 hours. And will probably do another 8 hours today. Ganordan now skipping line. Gets it. Easy peasy for Ganordan. Let's see what kind of RNG he gets in the arena. What LemonB0b is hoping that Ganordan gets is the masked cat. That will give him the legroom he needs to bring this race back to neck and neck. Granted that he also gets good RNG. Ganordan, though, getting good RNG and getting the Roomba. I don't know what it's called. I just call it a Roomba because it looks like a Roomba, and I think it's funny to call it a Roomba. Now LemonB0b basically needs the knight. Getting the same dodge as Ganordan. Or line skip. Excuse me. Ganordan on his way to the yellow fighters. LemonB0b crossing his fingers, hoping that he gets the RNG that he wants. Gets better RNG than Ganordan. Ganordan pressing down too early for the pro dodge, failing. Will revert back to the quick save that he made. LemonB0b suddenly pulling this gap even closer. Ganordan will be trying this dodge again. Goes for the safe dodge the second time around. Very smart move. Goes for the safe dodge on the second yellow fighter dodge. LemonB0b getting the safe dodge first try on the button. If LemonB0b gets a one-turn goblin fight here, this fight will be neck and neck. Ganordan not getting a one-turn fight. Pretty common for this fight. LemonB0b accidentally targeting a yellow fighter. Wouldn't have been a two-turn fight anyways, so not mattering. Ganordan cleaning up the rest of this fight. LemonB0b will also be clearing up his fight. Despite that mistake not costing him too much time. These runners are now neck and neck. LemonB0b probably only 30 seconds to a minute behind Ganordan. More like 30 seconds. 30 seconds? No, it's even closer. Whoops. Commentator losing his sense of time as 2020 has done numbers on him. LemonB0b actually only 15 seconds behind. This race is still close. Excuse me. What LemonB0b is hoping for here is not only that he gets these upcoming Baccarat dodges first try, but that Ganordan also fails at least one. Or at least has to retry one. Which would then hand the lead over to LemonB0b, who is hoping to just take a clean 2-0 sweep. Again, both runners only 15 seconds are separating them right now. Now more like 20 as LemonB0b gives a couple kisses to these workers here at this casino. Ganordan now entering the parking lot. Doesn't slip on the ladder. Neither does LemonB0b. Let's see how Ganordan fares. Gets it. Goes for a risky yet somewhat safe dodge. LemonB0b failing the first dodge. Unfortunately, not getting the pill bug placement that he would want. Ganordan trying this dodge again. Doesn't like where the bird was placed. Gets it second time around. LemonB0b will be trying again, missing the ladder. LemonB0b hesitating for a second to make sure that the pill bug was in a favorable position. Gets it. Biding his time, making sure that the bird will for sure be in a favorable spot. Ganordan, though, on his way out. Gets the bird dodge first try. Ganordan going for slightly riskier movement there. That doesn't really save all that much time, but gets it anyways. LemonB0b gets the safe bird dodge as Ganordan is now leaving Baccarat. LemonB0b gets yet another encounter as he tries to blast past the ferry, which is an often fatal mistake. One does not just blast past these ferries. One learns to dance with them. Ganordan now pulling ahead by another 30 seconds. It's now ahead by probably closer to a minute. Now closer to a minute and 30 seconds as LemonB0b gets yet another encounter. Throwing his hands up in disbelief like what the heck just happened. I think he just did not react in time to where that pill bug was. Nor could he actually react in time. That pill bug was in a bad position regardless of whether or not he reacted in time. The safe move there would have been to just wait for the pill bug to move out of your way and dance around it. Ganordan now in a comfier position. He is about a minute and a half ahead of LemonB0b here. Suddenly, this small final looks like it might be a Game 3 scenario. Ganordan here is hoping that his Trinity base here will go better than it did in the last match, which would almost certainly secure him a win, granted that RNG goes his way in Omble, Say's Tomb, Lord's Manor, and of course, Diva. LemonB0b double checking his notes to make sure that he knows what to do here. As Ganordan now prepares to see what RNG he gets in this Razorback encounter. Commentator on the edge of his seat as this small final is starting to really heat up here. LemonB0b now entering Trinity Base 1. Ganordan getting the good RNG. Feeling pretty good about himself now. Razorback bouncing to the beat of battle number 1 here as it meets its penultimate doom. LemonB0b now getting ready to face his Razorback as Ganordan now prepares to go recruit Zosma. Zazma getting a slightly more difficult first bird dodge. Not quite getting the dodge that he would want here from this first thing here. Fails to realize that the birds are not in a favorable position. Tries to blast past them. Fails. LemonB0b suddenly starting to catch up, especially since he also duplicated Ganordan's Razorback RNG. Ganordan will most likely be taking a second encounter here, as he is not in the right spot for this. Ganordan realizing his position there and going all the way back around to the right, avoiding this second encounter, and also preventing LemonB0b from gaining any more ground. Failing to get the good RNG for the second time there. LemonB0b trying to do a safe dodge, doesn't get it. Will just be resetting, failing to realize that he has Flash Flood, which would just clear out those enemies first try. Ganordan getting good Wasp Mech RNG here. LemonB0b failing the encounter dodge again. We'll just take the encounter this time around. Ganordan suddenly looking more like 2.5 to 3 minutes ahead now. Two and a half minutes now. Let's see how he fares against the bird dodge. Gets the difficult bird dodge. First try. Ganordan on a rampage here, looking to bring this match to a Game 3 scenario, which is what he needs to qualify for third place. LemonB0b now has Zazma widening his eyes in disbelief as he gets the dodge there against the bird. LemonB0b gets the O button glitch as Ganordan is now on his way to Omble on this Sunday morning, excuse me. Commentator losing all sense of time. LemonB0b getting good Wasp Mech RNG. Duplicating Ganordan's RNG here. Ganordan now entering Omble as LemonB0b prepares to exit Trinity Base 1. LemonB0b has a lot of work to do here. Fails the encounter dodge here. Failing to realize that it is much safer to just stick to the bottom wall and then loop back around to the top wall. Ganordan making another safety quick save here to ensure that he gets Silence's Shadow. In his match against Chaos, he unfortunately lost a chance to defeat Chaos because he accidentally said no to Chaos, or to Silence, which causes Silence to despawn permanently. Ganordan getting just Emelia's Shadow here. A little bit of difficulty exiting, but gets by. LemonB0b now on his way to Omble, as Ganordan is now on his way out. Quick saving just in case, even though he doesn't need it. This fight never goes wrong unless you get like 5 encounters. Choosing the wrong move here, he will probably go to a turn 2. He will definitely go to a turn 2. He accidentally picked the wrong move. Supposed to use the Agony CP1 instead of his bare hands. Remember kids, if you have a problem, gun. Losing a little bit of time and giving a little bit more ground for LemonB0b to work with here. Ganordan now on his way out and into Kyo to buy some amulets. LemonB0b now recruiting Silence. Ganordan is in a very, very favorable position at this point. He is 40 seconds ahead of the run that he has on his splits, which is a 46.33. Not his PB, but if everything goes according to plan here, Ganordan could be looking at a PB. Which would mean 3 runners getting PBs in one tournament, which would be very, very impressive. LemonB0b going for the pro menu movement there, something that I've never seen him do before. As LemonB0b leaves Omble, Ganordan is now on his way into Sei's Tomb. Making a safety quick save for this fairy. Gets the favorable RNG, and will be moving on to the Murakumo. LemonB0b now out of Omble on his way to Kyo after he buys Hide Behind real quick. Hopefully this time he remembers that Flash Flood is no longer an option from this point onward. I forgot it during the last match, which unfortunately cost him a minute or two. Ganordan waiting for that pill bug to come up towards him near the Murakumo, which is a very, very smart and safe play. Let's see how Ganordan fares against his first set of Dead Knights. Turn 1 always goes well. Second turn is where things could go wrong. Silence blocking, allowing Ganordan to get the Murakumo first try with essentially perfect RNG. So he will be moving on to the Mizukigami in a very, very favorable spot as LemonB0b now enters his own Sei's Tomb. Not even making a quick save, deciding to do the equip inside Sei's Tomb. Let's see how Ganordan fares against his second set of Dead Knights. Double slash going off onto the correct character. Zosma outspeeding, getting himself the Mizukigami first try. Ganordan in a much better spot than we saw in the last match. Almost as if he wants vengeance for that last match. LemonB0b having a little bit of difficulties with this equip here. LemonB0b accidentally leaving, which is honestly the best thing he could have done. Never mind, commentator eating his words immediately. So LemonB0b will be retrying that dodge as Ganordan is now on his way to Lord's Manor. On pace for a PB, Golding Shrike. LemonB0b getting yet another encounter. We'll just take it this time as this is actually a favorable encounter. We'll be using the correct party. That is a much better deal to use White Rose here instead of Zosma and Silence. As you need to preserve as much WP as possible on Zosma and Silence, since you want all that WP for Devil Squid and potentially any other encounters you get with these next set of difficult dodges. LemonB0b accidentally hopping off at the wrong spot. failing to realize that he can't just hold right. Ganordan, though, failing his own encounter dodge here. LemonB0b will be restarting SaGa's tomb as he failed to quick save in a good spot. LemonB0b will be using his Zosma Silence Party. Doesn't know the backup, failing to realize that he could just use Heat Smash and Phantasm Shot. Ganordan making it out of the failed encounter dodge just fine. LemonB0b will be... LemonB0b just melting down here in SaGa's tomb. Commentator will tell him in the Discord what to do. Let's see how Ganordan fares against his first set of Devil Squid. Gets it. We'll be moving on to the second Devil Squid here, with only one mistake. LemonB0b now finally back to the Murakumo 1 minute later. Maybe even a minute and a half. LemonB0b suddenly starting to look like he won't win this race. Bringing us to a Game 3 scenario. Ganordan now entering his second squid. LemonB0b now hoping that Ganordan gets some unfortunate RNG here. Doesn't. Ganordan gets the correct RNG first try. So now LemonB0b needs to be essentially on the run of his life here in order to have a chance at defeating Ganordan. Ganordan is on fire. Silence going down on LemonB0b's first attempt at the Murakumo, causing him to retry as Silence did not get the Mystic Sword Absorb before going down. LemonB0b will be trying again, losing even more time to Ganordan. Ganordan suddenly looking like he will be taking this race, and with it, bringing us to a Game 3 scenario. Let's see how LemonB0b fares against his second attempt here as Ganordan now on his way to Trinity Base 2, now in go mode. LemonB0b gets the absorb the second time around. No stun from the stun slash, getting the Murakumo second try here. Ganordan successfully dodging the NPC there. That NPC can be slippery to dodge. I've certainly had difficulties with it. LemonB0b waiting for a favorable position from that pill bug. Gets the dodge. Now onto the Mizukigami. Let's see how he fares against here. Silence getting the absorb. LemonB0b can now afford to lose Silence. Silence, though, refusing to take any damage, blocking the stun slash. As Ganordan now enters his second Trinity Base. Ganordan is very, very close to PB pace now. LemonB0b now finally exiting SaGa's tomb after an unfortunate series of mistakes. Failing to switch to up in time. Now going to be retrying that room. As Ganordan well into Trinity Base. Now looking to get ready for his Liza Rufus dodge. LemonB0b trying again, getting lucky with the fairy. That fairy was in a dangerous spot, but the AI was in LemonB0b's favor, allowing him to get by. LemonB0b starting to feel a little bit worried now. Suddenly He's not in the position that he was hoping for. He made a series of unfortunate mistakes with dodges in Say's tomb. Scratching his head, trying to regain focus here for Lord's Manor. He needs to be essentially perfect from here on out in order to have a chance at edging Ganordan out for 3rd place, preventing a Game 3 scenario. LemonB0b double checking his notes to make sure he knows what to do. As Ganordan is now at the Liza Rufus dodge. LemonB0b failing the bird dodge as Ganordan successfully gets the Liza Rufus dodge. LemonB0b choosing to just use Blade. Very smart play, as Blade does not use a lot of WP, or at least not enough to make it a problem. Ganordan, though, now on his way to Forsaken Chapel to take on D.Va. Ganordan, I believe, is on PB pace. He just needs to have a good Forsaken Chapel and then a good D.Va. Ganordan's PB is a 42:20 according to speedrun.com standards. Let's see how he fares. Just barely getting the safe boar dodge. Narrowly dodging the plant. Gets past the next room. LemonB0b getting his first Devil Squid as Ganordan now enters the human counter. The look on LemonB0b's face almost certainly tells me that he has accepted defeat. And now accepts this Game 3 scenario that we are starting to look at here. LemonB0b now on his second Devil Squid as Ganordan now prepares to take on the Geckos. Narrowly dodging the Razorback. Razorback was not in a good spot. Ganordan messing up movement there, deciding to just take the encounter anyways as he is on PB pace. Just holding O, hoping someone kills, as LemonB0b is now retrying Devil Squid for the 3rd time. Failing to realize that just waiting a little bit before quick starting would probably manipulate the RNG in his favor. Ganordan successfully getting the dodge the 2nd time around. Still on PB pace if he has an excellent D.Va fight here. LemonB0b getting Devil Squid 3rd time around. Or 4th time, the commentator was not paying attention. Now LemonB0b will be heading on to Trinity Base 2. I believe LemonB0b is on PB pace if he does not make any more mistakes. Ganordan, though, now entering the D.Va fight. I don't believe he's on PB pace anymore. The only way he can PB is, I think, is if he gets a perfect D.Va fight, and even then, I'm not sure. It's going to be very, very close whether or not Ganordan gets a PB. LemonB0b here, hoping for a miracle. The only way that LemonB0b can potentially come back is if Ganordan fails the D.Va fight. Not once, but twice. And not just that, very deep into the D.Va fight. That is the only way that LemonB0b can come back and potentially remove the Game 3 scenario that is most likely to happen at this point. I don't know, only RNG will tell now. Ganordan failing his level 3 combo manip. That is unique to only his emulator, I believe. D.Va outspeeding. Emelia getting a clutch Gaze Dodge Spark, allowing for Zazma and Silence to get this level 2 combo and allow for Ganordan to try again at the level 3. Silence going down, but doesn't matter at this point, as Life Rain goes off. LemonB0b now on his way through Trinity Base 2, hoping that he does not fail any more encounter dodges, which is what he needs to get a PB. Ganordan level 2 combo. Fortunately, Zazma getting outspeeded by Retribution here. Emelia will go down, but the rest of the party will survive. LemonB0b failing the encounter dodge there. Unfortunately, not going to the left far enough before going back up. So LemonB0b will be restarting Trinity Base 2 here, and Ganordan will most likely be taking the win. As we start preparing more and more for this Game 3 scenario. Ganordan getting the level 3 combo this time. I don't think Ganordan is on PB pace anymore. If he is, he's got to have a perfect fight from here on out. He's probably only 2 or 3 turns away from taking this Game 2 and bringing us to a Game 3. Misartham getting Majin Rampaged. Will lose out on a heal next turn. Silence now out of WP. Things starting to look a little scary. Gets a level 2 combo with Zazma. Unfortunately, Silence not outspeeding Zazma, failing this level 3 combo, which is usually the case. So, Ganordan probably not too upset at that. That's more of a Hail Mary. White Rose getting the funny number for damage there. Emelia going down. White Rose hanging on long enough to revive Misartham after she loses a couple LP. Silence blocking the dash, staying alive to spam Mystic Glove. Ganordan going for hide behind on White Rose, paying off, getting this level 2 combo off. Now inching closer and closer to victory here. Unfortunately, no longer within PB range, but will still get a sub 45 to boot. LemonB0b failing the Liza Rufus dodge, running into Liza. White Rose goes down, gets Majin Rampaged. We'll have a chance to revive her next turn as Misartham is up. Ganordan realizing that he's out of WP on Zazma. Defending with both Misartham and Emelia. And that is GG for Ganordan. Ganordan taking Game 2 decisively here. Bringing us to a Game 3 scenario. LemonB0b will most likely try to finish this run out as he is very, very close to PB pace. Either that or he hasn't seen the congratulatory message from me in the Discord server. Let's switch our audio on over to LemonB0b as he tries to finish out this run. Never mind, LemonB0b conceding defeat to Ganordan here as he clutches out a 44, bringing us to a Game 3 scenario. Very, very impressive from Ganordan. Rectifying all the mistakes that he made in the previous run and edging out LemonB0b, who has been on fire in this tournament, to be honest. LemonB0b stretching out, shaking off this game as he prepares for a very, very exciting Game 3 here at the Emelia Showdown. The fight for third place is getting very, very spicy. Ganordan finishing the run with a 44-27, taking game 2 away from LemonB0b and bringing us to a game 3. Commentator confirming that runners are ready to go for this game 3. Looks like runners are ready to go. That noise was not my computer. That was Ganordan's computer. LemonB0b giving it a thumbs up. We will begin game 3 of this game 3 of this small final for the Emelia Showdown in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, runners are now on their way. Ganordan accidentally selecting T260. So Ganordan will be taking a small time penalty. LemonB0b's capture card going out for a split second. Ganordan will just restart his emulator here. Commentator will be adding a time penalty to Ganordan as he restarts his emulator. Depending on where LemonB0b's timer is, commentator will allow it as it's an honest mistake and also an unlikely attempt at a splice. Commentator will be switching the audio over to LemonB0b as Ganordan rectifies the issue. Commentator will add a second delay, or a minute delay, to Ganordan, adding a note as well that it is due to an accidental timer reset on Ganordan's part. So for the sake of the tournament, he will be a minute behind LemonB0b here. But for the sake of his PB, maybe not. Let's see how this game 3 goes. LemonB0b suddenly in a position here to take game 3 from Ganordan, as Ganordan makes an unfortunate mistake, which would be an upset, as LemonB0b's PB is a whole 5 minutes behind Ganordan's. LemonB0b is the 4th seed of this tournament, Ganordan being the 3rd seed. So LemonB0b taking the win here in this small final would be a major upset. Let's see how LemonB0b fares in the tunnels here. Gets no slimes. Feeling good now as he takes the safe bazooka strat here, as he does not feel confident in his abilities to get the left locker, or at least press O fast enough to get to the left locker. Let's see how he fares against the bird dodge. He does have a little bit of wiggle room to make some mistakes here, as Ganordan is a minute behind. LemonB0b gets the fast gecko dodge. Let's see how he fares against the bird dodge here. Makes a quick save. Narrowly dodges, hugging the boxes as tight as he can. Let's see how he fares in the laser maze. He doesn't exactly have the best laser maze movement. Fails to get onto the ladder. That ladder is a little bit slippery if you are not prepared to hit it. Ganordan suddenly only 45 seconds behind LemonB0b. 30 seconds behind LemonB0b, as LemonB0b now has to retry the laser maze. LemonB0b getting the ladder the second time around. LemonB0b will be going for the safe equip here. Ganordan playing it safe, taking the safe dodge on the gecko, even though he didn't need to. The only way for Ganordan to potentially pull ahead here is if LemonB0b either take some extra turns during the Nidhegg fight, or if he has to reset the Nidhegg fight. Ganordan taking his time in the laser maze, paying off as he makes his way over to Nidhegg. LemonB0b getting the first of 2 level 2 combos, or of 4, excuse me. Annie looks like she's about to spark. Sparks hard slash. Not the worst spark to get. LemonB0b will be taking an extra turn here. Gets the level 2 combo again as Ganordan now enters. Suddenly only 30 seconds behind. Annie sparking deflect. Saving Ganordan from a potential death of Liza here if Annie does not cooperate with him. LemonB0b getting the level 2 combo with air throw will be exiting this fight now. Annie sparking for Ganordan. Sparking smash, very, very common spark as LemonB0b now leaves the Nidhegg fight. Ganordan will be needing to take an extra turn here as Liza is 1 turn away from death, potentially costing Ganordan here depending on who Nidhegg targets here. Targets Liza, but Annie coming in with a clutch deflect. Ganordan will be able to potentially win this fight here, deciding to go for a safety smash. Smart play as Liza does not outspeed Annie. Nidhegg also coming in clutch, targeting Annie, but doesn't matter as Nidhegg is now out of the equation. Ganordan is still 30 to 45 seconds behind LemonB0b here. Probably closer to 45. LemonB0b still feeling pretty good. He only had to take 1 extra turn in the Nidhegg fight. Which is leagues beyond what he was before. Ganordan here is hoping that he can carry the momentum that he had from Game 2 into Game 3 here to snub this victory from LemonB0b. However, LemonB0b feeling better after that last game, realizing the mistakes that he has made and ready to rectify them in this Game 3 of the small final of Emelia Showdown. Let's see how LemonB0b fares against this dodge in the sewers. Odds are he will be going for the safe dodge, taking his phone out of his pocket. LemonB0b is not here to mess around. But neither is Ganordan. Gets the safe dodge. First try. LemonB0b in slight disbelief as he thought he had failed it. He was close to failing it, but I knew that he would get it, as he usually does. And that safe dodge is actually pretty easy to get once you learn how to thread that needle. Ganordan now entering his sewers. Let's see how he fares. Gets the pro dodge, saving a little bit of extra time over LemonB0b. LemonB0b, though, not concerned with Ganordan, more concerned with skipping line here and who he will get in the arena. In order for Ganordan to pull ahead here, LemonB0b has to get the masked cat. But Ganordan also cannot get the Masked Cat in order for him to pull ahead. And he also cannot fail any of the other Shingrow dodges. LemonB0b now entering the Shingrow Palace. As commentator stretches out, a little bit tired from yesterday. Didn't quite get the best of sleep, as anxiety is fun. Let's see how LemonB0b fares against his line skip here. Gets it first try. The line skip is actually easier to get on the English version than the Japanese version, since you since you arrive at a more favorable cycle. LemonB0b gets the Masked Cat. Ganordan suddenly back in this race. However, it's not quite officially in this race yet, as he also needs to get not the Masked Cat. LemonB0b, though, getting decent RNG, not getting any tails. LemonB0b looks like he will escape this fight in 4 turns, which is the perfect amount of turns here. Not getting it as Masked Cat uses Dadum. Suddenly, Ganordan pulls ahead as LemonB0b has to take 2 extra turns now, as Masked Cat using Dadum 3 times in a row, something that commentator has never seen before. Masked Cat using Psych Out gets a stun, probably for the better. Masked Cat finally using Grape Shot, killing Emelia. Ganordan suddenly back in this race after an unfortunate mistake at the beginning of the run. Let's see how he fares against this first Yellow Fighter dodge. He failed it in his last match. Gets the Pro Dodge first try this time. Ganordan not messing around. Gets the Pro Dodge on the second Yellow Fighter dodge. Ganordan in a favorable position here, entering the Goblin fight. LemonB0b gets the safe dodge. Let's see how he fares against second Yellow Fighters. Fails the expert dodge. Will just take the encounter here, giving Ganordan even more room to work with. Ganordan suddenly 30 seconds to a full minute ahead. Doesn't get the 2-turn, but doesn't matter, as he is now pretty comfortably in the lead here, ahead of LemonB0b. Gets a big level 3 combo here. Unfortunately, that does cost him time. He was looking for just 1 character to go. He would have only needed the level 3 if the Goblin blocked all of the attacks that was sent his way. LemonB0b now a full minute behind Ganordan. Tables have been flipped, this time in Ganordan's favor. Annie, sparking heaven hell, unfortunately not what LemonB0b would want at this point, even though he looks like, oh, that was a cool spark, because that does not deal the damage that he needs, and Annie will not be used for the rest of the run. Gets a level 2 combo, saving just a little bit of extra time over Ganordan, but that doesn't matter, as Ganordan is 1 away in the lead here in this game 3. Ganordan now prepared for these Baccarat dodges. LemonB0b, though, not super duper far behind. LemonB0b still has a chance to catch up here if Ganordan does not get the dodges that he needs Although commentator is not expecting that, as Ganordan usually gets these dodges first try, unless he gets bad RNG. Getting a little bit stuck on that pole. Doesn't matter though, as he's still comfortably in the lead. Gets the ladder first try, not slipping by him this time. Let's see how he fares here. Good pillbug RNG. Successfully blasts past the fairy. Even though he probably shouldn't have. He gets it anyways. Gets the bird dodge. LemonB0b, though, preparing on his own. Running into the homeless man. As he now enters the parking lot, Ganordan exits. Or at least is exiting. Narrowly gets the safe dodge. Let's see how he fares in this last room here. As LemonB0b now enters the caves. Successfully dances around the pillbug. It was in some very, very weird spawn point there, but Ganordan deals with it like the expert that he is. LemonB0b failing the first pillbug dodge. We'll be trying it again. Gets it the second time around. Blasts past the fairy as he recognizes that the fairy was high enough. Ganordan golding Baccarat for, I believe, the second or third time this tournament. LemonB0b now into the gnome cave. Doesn't matter though, as he's now a minute and a half behind Ganordan. Let's see how LemonB0b fares. Exiting the cave here. Gets the safe dodge. Let's see how he fares against this last room. Commentator not dying of coronavirus, just forgot how to breathe for 2 seconds. LemonB0b failing to wait for the fairy long enough for it to move out of his way. Trying to rush it as he knows he's behind. Now a full 2 minutes behind Ganordan. As Ganordan now enters Trinity Base for the first time. Let's see how LemonB0b fares against this exit dodge. Tries to go for the pro dodge, fails to realize that the pillbug was squarely in his path. We'll be losing yet another 30 seconds here, as Ganordan is now 2.5 minutes ahead in this game 3. Will Ganordan be able to pull this reverse win against LemonB0b? Or will LemonB0b try to restore the momentum he had from game 1 and bring it into game 3? Who knows? Only time will tell. LemonB0b now entering training as Ganordan now prepares for the Razorback encounter. Let's see how Ganordan fares here. Ganordan's starting to feel pretty good about himself. Hot off of a gold and Baccarat. And also a full 2.5 minutes ahead of LemonB0b. And a surprise twist of fate. Let's see what Ganordan gets here. Gets the single Razorback. Ganordan unfortunately gets outsped here. Doesn't matter though, as Ganordan will come out of this first try. LemonB0b now preparing for his own Razorback encounter. after this quick little cutscene break. Meanwhile, Ganordan is now on his way to Zosma. Let's see if he gets the dodge this time around. Accidentally holds up for too long. Doesn't matter though, as there is just enough room to exit and redirect yourself to the Zosma room. Successfully gets the bird dodge, gets Zosma, first try, easy peasy. Much, much better than his previous Trinity 1. LemonB0b, though, not an awful far lot behind, now preparing for his Razorback dodge, or encounter, sorry. Meanwhile, Ganordan getting the good RNG for his last little Gecko dodge here in Trinity Base. Let's see what LemonB0b gets here as Ganordan gets slightly unfavorable RNG. Both runners getting slightly unfavorable RNG here. LemonB0b hoping that just the Figgy Rod will kill that monster. Does not, failing to realize that only the fairy is susceptible to just the Twiggy Rod. Should have used Final Strike. Ganordan making it out of the Wasp Mech encounter. LemonB0b now out of Razorback. Ganordan getting the Pro Dodge. Something that I didn't even know was possible. Ganordan now out of Trinity Base 1 as LemonB0b is just barely starting. See how he fares against this bird dodge. Gets the arguably harder dodge this time around. Fails the Pro Dodge as he does not flick to up in time. Let's see if he realizes that Flash Flood will take care of most, if not all, of these enemies. He does. Flash Flood taking care of all three here. Ganordan now a full 3 minutes ahead of LemonB0b, thanks to that failed dodge. Now, on his way to Omble, Ganordan feeling pretty good about himself. Not only is he a minute and 50 seconds ahead of the run that is on his splits, a 46.01, he is a full 3 minutes ahead of LemonB0b. Headed into this next section, LemonB0b getting very, very good RNG with that Gecko. Gecko spawning almost too far to the right for it to even aggro. See how he fares against the Wasp Mech here. Getting similar RNG to Ganordan, so LemonB0b will just be using Phantasm Shot and Heat Smash. Meanwhile, Ganordan blown away into Omble here. Getting the dodge there that he failed in the previous run. Or in the first match, excuse me. He might have failed in the second match too. Commentator having some dementia. LemonB0b, let's see how he fares against this dodge. Still trying to go for the north wall strat, failing to realize that that is not the strat. The strat is to go for the south wall and then the north wall. LemonB0b failing to realize that Flash Flood is still faster than using Zosma. Ganordan now safely out of Omble. No mistakes. LemonB0b doing the pro movement there in that last room. If you just hold down left, you actually save a couple extra seconds there. Ganordan now on his way to Kyo as LemonB0b is on his way to his own Omble. Although LemonB0b is still 3.5 minutes behind, he is on pace for a PB. Granted, he does not make any more major mistakes. Ganordan, though, 2 minutes ahead of the run that is on his splits. He is on PB pace. Granted, of course, he doesn't make any further major mistakes and also gets good RNG. Commentator surprised that all of these runners have been on PB pace during this competition, with the exception of Alta, since Alta was playing on a PS2 and not his usual PS Vita. Ganordan now entering Say's Tomb as LemonB0b now gets ready to tackle Omble. Getting past the ferry, LemonB0b finding silence. Let's see how Ganordan fares against his Murakumo fight. LemonB0b getting close to failing those dodges, gets him anyways due to good RNG. Usually if you mess up the movement there, you're almost guaranteed an encounter. Makes it out of the Shadow Room as Ganordan now takes care of the Murakumo, making the safe move of waiting for the Pillbug to move towards the Murakumo. That way he doesn't have to deal with it once he's done with the Murakumo. Double slash going onto the correct character there. If it went onto silence, Ganordan would have risked potentially trying this fight again, as silence is the weaker of the two mystics here. One deflect going off. Only one though. Silence now safe to die, as Ganordan takes another turn here. Gets it on the third turn. We'll move on. Only losing about 30 seconds. LemonB0b, though, not too far behind now on his way to Kyo, as Ganordan moves on to the Mizukagami. Odds are he will make it past the Mizukagami here, as this fight does not often fail. The only way it fails is if silence goes down on turn 1 before he can absorb with the boots, which doesn't happen. There we go. LemonB0b, almost forgetting that he's supposed to buy things in Kyo, realizes it in the nick of time. Ganordan, though, now on his way out from Say's Tomb and on his way to Omi. Ganordan starting to look like he will be taking this game 3, winning 3rd place. Successfully gets past the ferry. It was in a pretty scary spot. If it had charged directly for Ganordan, Ganordan probably would have had to take the encounter. Not happening for Ganordan, though. LemonB0b still taking the long route through the streets, not realizing that he can cut through there. LemonB0b, again, failing to realize that if he's doing this equip early, he should do it outside of Say's Tomb. That way the fairy is almost always in a favorable position here. Ganordan now on his way to Lord's Manor, sitting very, very comfortably in the lead, almost 2.5 minutes ahead of the run on his splits, which is a 46.01, which is also not his PB. Let's see how Ganordan fares here as LemonB0b gets ready to dodge this ferry. LemonB0b, because he did the equip inside the tomb, will not get the dodge. Ganordan, though, also failing the bird dodge. Ganordan deciding not to use Zosma and Silence, which is a safe move on his part, but also probably a fatal mistake, as LemonB0b knows that there's enough WP for Zosma and Silence to use Blade a couple times and still get past Devil Squids. LemonB0b now out of the encounter, losing only an additional 30 seconds to Ganordan. Ganordan now 3 minutes ahead again. Ganordan getting the dodge. Commentator accidentally calling it the bird dodge that he failed when it was the first pillbug dodge. LemonB0b now finally at the Murakumo. Let's see how Ganordan fares, as LemonB0b hopes that he gets a first try fight here. Favorable attacks coming from the skeleton. Let's see what happens here. Silence not getting the absorb this time. Ganordan getting the instant death condition. This is the first time that we have seen it this tournament. LemonB0b will be taking at least one extra turn here as Ganordan retries this Devil Squid fight, suddenly losing an additional 30 seconds to LemonB0b. LemonB0b getting this 3-turn fight for the Murakumo. Pillbug in a scary spot. Gets by anyways. LemonB0b accidentally missing the stairs. Will be falling back on his quick save here. Ganordan retrying again, hoping not to get the instant death condition. Doesn't get it second time around. LemonB0b getting the dodge second time around as well, moving on to the Mizu Kagami. Let's see how Ganordan fares against his second set of squids, as LemonB0b will most certainly get the Mizu Kagami here if Silence doesn't go down, which he usually doesn't. Ganordan now on his second set of squids. Let's see if Zosma will outspeed today. Getting first try Devil Squids here. Only having to retry the first Devil Squid. Will be losing about 30 to 45 seconds. But doesn't matter, as he's still well and away in the lead. Probably about 2 minutes ahead of LemonB0b. LemonB0b now finally leaving Sei's tomb, as Ganordan is now entering Go mode. Now on his way to Trinity Base 2 and then Forsaken Chapel to potentially take this third place win here in the small final. LemonB0b hoping that he can get better RNG here to make up some more time, bringing the gap down from 2 minutes to just a minute and a half. See how LemonB0b fares against his set of squids, as Ganordan will almost certainly get through Trinity Base here first try with no mistakes. Common Mech trying to give Emelia a smooch. Ganordan rejects the smooch though. LemonB0b gets past the pillbug very narrowly. Makes a safety quick save in the correct spot. Successfully blasts past the bird, saving an additional 30 seconds over Ganordan, now only about a minute and a half behind. Actually, no, probably more like 2 minutes still. Now hoping that he can get a first try Devil Squid 1 here. Ganordan, though, not letting off the pressure. Now entering Trinity Base. Let's see if LemonB0b also gets the instant death condition. Doesn't. We'll be saving another 30 seconds over Ganordan, narrowing the gap down from 3 minutes to a minute and a half. LemonB0b in shock, realizing the pace that he's on. Now on his way to his second Devil Squid as Ganordan now stops by Mondo's office. Let's see if Zosma will cooperate with LemonB0b. Doesn't. Loses an additional 15 seconds. 30 seconds, actually. This is PS2. Loses 30 seconds, widening the lead back to 2 minutes. Let's see if he gets it second time around. Gets it second time around. Lead will stay at only 2 minutes for Ganordan. LemonB0b starting to feel a little bit better about the position he's in. Even though he is 2 minutes behind Ganordan, he has a chance to bring this race back. As this is Emelia's story, anything can happen in the back half of the run here. LemonB0b accidentally not moving in the correct direction, narrowly dodges the pill bug, hesitating for almost too long, accidentally holds up, losing even more time. Ganordan, though, not a care in the world, now leaving Trinity Base 2. LemonB0b is now in go mode as Ganordan is now entering Forsaken Chapel, a full 2 to 3 minutes ahead of LemonB0b. I'm assuming 3 minutes. I'm not sure. Ganordan tying his gold here at Trinity Base 2. Very, very good from Ganordan. Let's see how Ganordan fares against these last few dodges in the final race of this small final. Ganordan accidentally moving back up. We'll be taking this encounter as it is just a singular Rocky deciding to not use the party with Zosma, which is probably a smart move, as we do need to preserve Zosma's WP. LemonB0b gaining an additional 30 seconds, now only 2.5 minutes behind. Ganordan failing to react in time to that pill bug. LemonB0b, though, making that time differential up. Ganordan deciding what to do here. Decides to use this first party. LemonB0b not losing any time. In fact, gaining time. Never mind. Presses up too early. Doesn't realize that once you exit that hallway, you can just hold left and get past that first mech. You do not need to go out of your way to avoid it. Ganordan now out. No time lost for Ganordan, as LemonB0b also making his own series of mistakes here in Trinity 2. Ganordan, unfortunately, with those mistakes, also costing him a potential PB. Unless he has a perfect Diva fight here, he will not PB, which doesn't really matter, as he is well and beyond looking like he will win this small final. Let's see how he fares against this Gecko dodge. Deciding not to quick save. Ballsy plays coming from Ganordan. Gets the safe dodge, though. Doesn't even need a quick save. Gets past the last encounter dodge of this small final. LemonB0b getting ready to dodge Liza and Rufus. Now probably back to 3 minutes behind. Ganordan now entering Diva. Unfortunately not on PB pace, but still on sub 45 pace for the second time today. LemonB0b narrowly getting the Liza Rufus dodge. What LemonB0b is looking for here in order to even have a chance to snub Ganordan of this third place victory would be for Ganordan to get some absolutely terrible RNG from Diva in the back half of the fight, costing him to reset. That is the only way LemonB0b will be able to come back from this time deficit. LemonB0b, though, is on PB pace. He will get probably a 1 minute PB here if he does not fail any encounter dodges and also gets a decent Diva fight. Ganordan getting outsped, not once, but twice in a row, failing to get any combos on turn 1. Bolt Breath hitting Zazma, probably a good move. LemonB0b surprised that punch does that much damage. LemonB0b doubting the world record holder's knowledge of this game. Reacting to the board's position perfectly. LemonB0b trying to go for the pro dodge, doesn't get it. He will be retrying the dodge, giving Ganordan even more legroom to work with if he does have to retry this fight. LemonB0b now getting the safe dodge, only narrowly. Almost running into the easiest enemy to dodge in the entirety of Forsaken Chapel by not moving fast enough. Gets the level 3 combo. Retribution coming out from Diva will survive. LemonB0b is hot on Ganordan's tail. The only way for LemonB0b to potentially be back in this race and back into contention for third place is if Ganordan has to retry this fight here. That is the only way. And also if LemonB0b gets these next series of dodges. LemonB0b narrowly squeaking by the Gecko dodge, recognizing what happened. LemonB0b getting the best RNG I've seen on that map. Ganordan, though, getting the level 3 combo. Inching closer and closer to victory here. Again, the only way for LemonB0b to come back from this time deficit is if he wins a reset over Ganordan here. Silence going down. We'll lose out on some extra damage here. Hoping for a level 2. Does not get it. LemonB0b starting to gain a little bit of ground here, entering the Diva fight. Looks like Ganordan losing access to healing Masartham this turn, starting to sweat a little bit, rightfully so. Now loses access to his healers. This race is suddenly neck and neck. Ganordan looking at a reset now. A very, very unfortunate sequence of events. LemonB0b, not only is he on PB pace, he is on pace to win this race. Granted, he doesn't get the same RNG as Ganordan. Commentator's mic going out again. Commentator will have to mute during the most clutch moment of the run. Commentator back. Ganordan looking more and more like resetting here. He is still close to killing D.Va. He's hoping that Zazma does not get targeted here. Especially now. LemonB0b getting a level 3 combo. He is on PB pace here. If he has a near-perfect D.Va fight, he will PB. Death Gaze missing Zazma. Stun Gaze connecting, though. Zazma snapping out of it in one turn in a miracle. LemonB0b, though, not having the time of his life here. Emelia getting charmed, and silence is down. Ganordan resetting. LemonB0b is suddenly pulling ahead here. Although he is not in the best position here. White Rose going down. He's hoping that Emelia and Silence snap out of it and return to normal. Meanwhile, Ganordan is hoping for a better second try here. Volt Blast coming out. Emelia not going down, surprisingly. Life Rain coming out. Ganordan re-entering. No recovery for LemonB0b. LemonB0b also failing to realize that he should just preserve WP while his party members recover. This race is still very much neck and neck. Retribution coming out. Emelia will go down, which means he will have access to hide behind again. Silence will unfortunately survive. So LemonB0b now hoping that Silence snaps out of the paralysis. Ganordan getting a level 2. Hide behind unfortunately missing. Silence snapping out of it in the nick of time. Misartham going down for Zazma will miss out of a heal this turn. Emelia getting charmed. Will lose access to hide behind unless Ganordan decides to risk it and use White Rose. Decides to go for it. Very, very risky play. LemonB0b getting a stun onto Zazma. Misartham going down will lose access to a heal this turn, which means he has lost access to his hide behind caster. Or at least his primary hide behind caster. Death Gaze connecting with Zazma, not the character that he was hoping for. LemonB0b gets the level 2 combo. Emelia still charmed. Ganordan starting to sweat at this point. Ganordan risking another hide behind. Doesn't quite get it. This race is very much neck and neck. Any runner could win at this point. White Rose going down. Doesn't matter though. Just means that he risks losing Misartham this turn. LemonB0b stressing out, not knowing what to do. Decides to go for a Phantasm shot. Not realizing that he should just use Mystic Glove. Losing precious time to Ganordan. Also losing out on a PB now. Misartham now out of the LP to spare for Life Rain here. Ganordan getting a level 3 combo. Misartham paralyzed. Ganordan might be able to squeak out a win here despite resetting at D.Va. Emelia dodging. Ganordan trying to get off some chip damage with the Agony CP1. Ganordan has lost access to his healers, so now just hoping that nobody dies. Doesn't get a level 2 with Zazma. Emelia missing on LemonB0b's end. Both runners mere inches away from winning. Emelia going down for LemonB0b. But Zosma has gone down for Ganordan. Now Silence goes down. Ganordan is hoping that he is only... Never mind, Ganordan is resetting. LemonB0b has lost PB pace, unfortunately, due to RNG, and possibly even the victory here. Depends on how much HP D.Va has left. Ganordan trying for a third time to win the D.Va fight. LemonB0b taking this small final victory away from Ganordan, despite being 3 to 4 minutes behind entering the D.Va fight. And a surprise upset. Ganordan, unfortunately, just not getting the RNG that he was hoping for in the D.Va fight, which unfortunately does happen. LemonB0b and Ganordan offering each other congratulations in the Discord, showing some real sportsmanship here. And we now have our 3rd and 4th place officially for this small final of the Emelia Showdown. LemonB0b taking 3rd place away from Ganordan very narrowly due to some unfortunate RNG on Ganordan's end. Just barely squeaking out a win. Unfortunately, LemonB0b did not PB this run, but he did PB in this match, so he is feeling very, very good about himself. Exiting this race with a 51-15 to boot. 13. 13? 14. LemonB0b seizing victory with a 51-14. Ending 2-1 to Ganordan in a surprise victory from behind. So we now turn our attention to the grand final. I will direct everyone's attention to the schedule. We will be headed to a break for the next 2 hours here. We will resume the Emelia Showdown at 12:30 for the grand final. It will be Japan versus Canada, Alti-A versus Chaos RTA, 20th versus 21st. It will be a very, very exciting match, so don't go anywhere, folks. Of course, after you get lunch, I'm going to go get some lunch as well. So I will see you all in 2 hours for the grand finals of Emelia Showdown.